Hey, Max, on the TV broadcast tonight, Stu Lance was talking about how even if you haven't played in a couple games, you seem to always be able to come in and be ready and look like you had just been playing and had been a part of the rotation. Where do you find yourself mentally, kind of able to do that and to play that, to stay that level of focus?
Yeah, I think sort of been the story of the season for me. I've been in and out of the rotation a bunch of times, and when my name is called, I have to be ready to perform. And for me, mentally, it's just being as much of a professional as I can be, whether it's my recovery, film study, actual work on the court. And so I think the combination of all those things and the work that I've been putting in allows me to be ready when I'm in the game.
What were you focusing on in this matchup, like once you got in there, and kind of the ways that you were going to try to lift things after it was somewhat of a slow start in the first half before you guys were able to make a run in the second?
Yeah, well, definitely energy. I wanted to bring energy off the bench, and I think just for me playing free and playing aggressive, I think the less I'm thinking on the floor, the better I am, and I think today was a good example of that, where I wasn't really thinking that much. I was just letting my body flow and my instincts take over, and when I do that sort of thing, I'm able to be effective on both ends of the floor.
Max, you had 2 blocks early in that first half. Just how important is it for you in terms of establishing your rhythm to do it defensively first?
Yeah, well, that's one thing that I can always control. Offensively, sometimes shots may not fall. Sometimes, I might not get the ball as much. But defensively, I can always control that. Most of the time I'll be guarding one of their best players on the other team. And for me, just giving that effort on the end of the floor gets me in a rhythm. Block shots, steals, heavy contests, making them miss jumpers, whatever it may be. That provides me energy. And then offensively, it allows me to flow better.
Hey Max, over the last month or so, I'd say the team's play has been pretty inconsistent, but I'd say AD has been the one consistent, like what you're going to get from him every night. How big has that been for you guys?
Yeah, AD's been phenomenal. I mean, he's playing really, really well this year so far. He's just such a force in the paint offensively and defensively. I think, he had 4 block shots tonight. That's huge for us. And then 26 points on 11 of 19 shooting, so he played really well, and he's the anchor of our defense, and offensively we go to him a lot as well. Him and LeBron have a really good chemistry offensively, and defensively AD is, like I said, the anchor of our defense, and so he saves a lot of us, whether it's blow-bys or he's really good at rebounding and blocking shots. So like you said, he's been really consistent for us, and it's helped us try to stay at a consistent level and win these next few games.
Max, the team blew things open in that third quarter with 41 points. You were on the floor for a good amount of minutes there. What happened offensively in that quarter that made the team so effective?
I think we just played with force. We played fast. We wanted to sort of come out in the third quarter and be aggressive. Obviously establish ourselves offensively and defensively. We did a good job of that. In the first quarter or first half, they made a lot of shots. Miles made I think 3 threes in the first half, and then we came out in the second half, wanted to be aggressive, and we knew that we were going to make shots. They were going to end up missing some shots, and so that sort of played itself out. And I think with the lineup that we had and just the team we have in general, we were able to blow it open.
Hey Max, you had a few aggressive takes to the rim, got a charge, went up hard for a dunk. Are you still sort of figuring out like what you can get away with and how aggressive to be attacking the rim?
Yeah, I think that goes into the part of me just playing free, to be honest. I think early in the season, sometimes I'd be out there and I'd be thinking a lot when I have the ball in my hands. And, I've sort of learned that, the goal for me is just to play free and, not think when I'm on the floor. And I think those drives sort of help with that. I caught the ball and just wasn't thinking, just instincts took over. And, one of them was an aggressive take that called offensive foul, which, I'll take. And the other one was obviously, a dunk attempt that made 2 free throws. And so when I'm just playing free, I think I'm really effective.
Good.
Thanks. Appreciate it.